Hey guys, it's Russell back, and I'm going to be continuing our Amazon Soap Fest. I'm going to be testing and reviewing today Nanoskin Wash and Wax. I had previously done another Nanoskin car soap a little while ago. This is a completely different one, and the label reads pretty much like we're used to on these Amazon soaps. It says it cleans, shines, and protects your paint. It leaves a spot-free finish. It won't harm your wax or sealant. It removes stubborn road grime, etc., etc. The only thing weird is that the dilution ratio is 1.3 ounces per gallon instead of 1 ounce per gallon. Be that as it may, we're going to be using our MTM submachine gun style foamer for the foam portion of the test. I'll be using 2 ounces of the Nanoskin and 10 ounces of warm water. Then we'll switch to our bucket test where I'll be using 3 ounces of the Nanoskin in our 3-gallon bucket. You know what I'm going to say. I've never used this car soap before. I have high hopes that we're going to find that perfect 10 car soap somewhere. Please. Anyway, enough blabbing. It's about 55 degrees outside, mostly sunny, occasional cloud going by. Perfect conditions for our test. Let's go outside and see how this Nanoskin Wash and Wax will do. Got some bug guts on the front. This car's been through several rainstorms. All right, I've got 2 ounces of our Nanoskin and 10 ounces of warm water. Let's see how this foams. All right, so kind of a weird foam. It's very, very dense on the top layer. It does have some lubrication in there, but as you can see, it's pretty runny. It's got a lot of micro bubbles in there. I think this is one of these soaps that doesn't necessarily like coming out of a foam cannon. Stuff is like just liquefying before my eyes. But anyway, we'll come back in 6 minutes and we'll see if the foam has any lasting ability on the car itself, and then we'll rinse it and see what it does to our Adams paint sealant. Hopefully it will remove our non-bonded contaminants. All right, here we are approximately a little bit more, probably almost 7 minutes later. We've got about 40% or so left on the hood, the windshield, and the top, and maybe 15% left on the side. It seemed like after it hit a certain level, it kind of stopped shedding off. So There's a tiny slight breeze out here. It's about 55 and intermittent sun. So let's go ahead and rinse this off and see if it removes or harms our Adams paint sealant. All right, so no harm or degradation to our Adams paint sealant. It's still beating up really, really nice. As we would expect, it's not going to remove our bonded contaminants. Seem to do a fairly nice job on the non-bonded. No, I think this as a foam is kind of weak. So I'm going to rate this a 6 as a foam. All right, so let's go ahead and see what the Nanoskin can do in a hand bucket scenario. The soap itself is extremely viscous. It's a super, I would say, neon pink color, and it has a very, very pleasant berry flavor to it. You can see how incredibly thick this stuff is. As we know with our viscous car soaps that we've tried in the past, the car soap is going to, if it's very viscous, sit on the bottom like a ribbon. But this stuff is really, really thick. It's kind of hard to get it out of the shot glass. Okay, so there's a tiny bit of slickness just from what came out of the shot glass. So I'm going to get the pressure washer and let's foam this and see how much foamage we get. Okay, so most of the bubbles, as you can see, are medium cell bubbles. There are a couple of large ones in there. And this has a lot of lubrication in it. Very nice. Okay, so let me get everything set up. We'll get our 4 wash mitts and go ahead and hand wash the Accord and see what it does in a hand wash. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and give you my final review of the Nanoskin Wash and Wax. I think that as a hand soap, it's a solid 7.5. It did a good job on the bonded contaminants. I would have liked the cleaning power of the car soap to last a little longer in the mitt, but it did a nice job. I think it's a solid soap. I would definitely use this again, and I think the results kind of speak for themselves. What would I do to make this soap a little better? I think I would give it a little bit more robustness. I would probably try 4 ounces in a 3-gallon bucket. I think that dilution ratio would maybe push it over the edge to make it an 8, maybe even an 8.5. But as it stands with our test, I'm going to give it a solid 7.5. And I mean, that's pretty much all you can say about it. It's a good solid car soap. I'm going to put a link in the description box below to Amazon where I purchased this. And if you'd like to give it a try and see what you think about it, you may do so. Also, if you haven't subscribed, I would encourage you to do that. Hit that like button, and I will see you guys on the next video.